An elimination game, game 5 of the Western Conference semis between the Thunder and the Nuggets. What are we betting tonight? Let's find out. This is the free 3. Let's have a day.
I love it, Noble. Noble, I also love your YouTube videos. I watched them while I was gone. That was fire.
But getting paid because yesterday we had a full sweep. Mike going under, that was just icing on the cake. Why are we going to go in such a weak AFC South? Unless we have the NBA Blowout Association.
Bang! Knicks take a 1-point lead with 13.
When you hear the sirens, you know what that means.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me. Hurt my feelings.
What is up, my friends? It is your boy Noble Living back with another DYF Bets video. I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays of the day as we just try to get to the bag together and make some money. Yesterday wasn't our best day, but it wasn't a winning day. But it was good to see some wins to get up on the board. We went 2-3 officially yesterday. Sucked to see that the Warriors season came to an end. I was expecting them to fight a little bit more, get one more win. And then obviously we saw the Knicks lose. Kind of was expecting that loss, but a great emotional win for the Celtics. Team basketball. You see what happens when Jason Tatum's not on the floor? I'm not going to go that far, but at the same time, completely different brand of basketball for the Celtics. We love to see that the way they've been playing, and can they carry this momentum over to tomorrow night? We will find out, but for today, there is an elimination game at stake, and that is between the Denver Nuggets, Oklahoma City Thunder. The Nuggets, a champion who've been here before. The Thunder are now trying to make their way to the top of the mountaintop. What are we betting? We're going to find out right now, but before we do that, let's do a quick recap on how we did yesterday. Like I mentioned, it was a slight down day for us, down just 1 unit on a 2-3 record. We started off with a moneyline parlay between the Dodgers and the Mets, and we saw the Mets lose. The Dodgers ended up getting the win late night, so that was kind of disappointing to see that parlay fall through. This one really hurt as well because Brunson came 3 points shy. If he probably played a little bit longer in the fourth quarter, we probably would have cashed this one. Jonathan Kuminga, he did what he did all series long, so that was not too bad. Now, our other parlay of the day with Julius Randle and Jaylen Brown, the 20-pointer, that was our favorite play of the day. Good to see that one go through the net. Julius Randle's been a cash cow for us this postseason, so we're going to continue to run with him. Peyton Pritchard over 2.5 3-pointers. We needed that one. We could have probably laddered it as well, but we will take it. And then I added Boston in the first half on the spread, and that was what really contributed to us now finishing down 1 unit, because we would have really finished 2-2 yesterday based on the show. I added this one late night, and that one kind of hurt. So that was a quick recap from yesterday, but for today, guys, we're going to dive into our picks and plays. All our plays are tracked at Noble Living on the Action Network. And our first one of the day is going to be Mr. Jamal Murray over 2.5 3-pointers. Now, this has been one that we've been taking pretty consistently here, which is Jamal Murray taking his 3-pointers because the volume is there. If we look real quickly here on Doing Sports, last game, he had 28 points on 10 of 27 shooting on 3 of 13 from the three-point line. And the reason why I actually like this even more is this was a game that Jokic had 40-plus points. Jokic has been struggling all series long, and to see Jamal Murray still able to get 27 shot attempts, 28 points, and 13 three-pointers in a game which Jokic had 44 points tells me that really right now offensively for the Nuggets, everything is going to be running through those two guys. That's extremely, extremely high usage. He's averaging 41 minutes per game this series, so expecting him on the floor. 2 3-pointers, 2 3-pointers, 3 3-pointers, and 2 3-pointers. But again, 7 3-point attempts for the game. That's a lot of volume. So even if he shoots 8 attempts, and we only need 3 to get the money. But what I did here is I also put in a parlay with 2 3-pointers. So if we go back to action real quickly, it's because Peyton Pritchard yesterday hit 5, I was like, damn, I should have just laddered that one. What I did today is I took the 2 3-pointers at minus 215, but over the 2.5 3-pointers at plus 130. And you can see the 2 3-pointers, I parlayed it with Jokic for 25-plus points. The way I look at it is either Jamal Murray is going to have the big game, Jokic is going to have the big game, both of them are going to have a big game, or this one's going to be a complete blowout. But if the Nuggets are going to force another game 6, right, to go back to OKC, they're going to have to win tonight's game, obviously. This is a good chance for them here at home to be able to do that. No, to force a game 7. Right? This is a big game 6. And Jokic, we had home, no other better chance for you to be able to piggyback off of the 44-point performance you had last game. It kind of showed me that you figured it out. You were struggling a lot in the series, but to see that game, Now, the Thunder are going to make some slight adjustments, but I think that any Jokic should still be able to get 25. So Jamal Murray for 2 3-pointers, that's for 1 full unit. And then we did the plus 130 for 3/4 of a unit there. So we locked that in for our first 2 plays of the day. For our second best bet and our third and final best bet is going to be Aaron Gordon to get 6 rebounds and then the Los Angeles Dodgers to get the win on the money line. Now, I like Aaron Gordon here. If you just want to take his rebounds by itself, I'm not opposed to that. But it's at 6.5. He only had 5 last game, but you can see here he had 16 one game, 8 another game, 5 one game, 14 the other game. So it's one of those things too, guys, where you might want to ladder this one up. His line's at 6.5, so you may want to take the 6, 6.5, 7, 8, and then 9, maybe 10, sprinkle a little bit on the double-double. A role player is going to have to step up for the Thunder. I mean, Christian Braun's been good, but he kind of is one-dimensional from the standpoint of just shooting 3-pointers and being a hustle guy. Same thing with Russell Westbrook. But Aaron Gordon may need to be active on the boards, not only to help Jokic take some pressure off of him, but also, to limit second-chance points. We've seen the last 3 games in this series have gone under. This could be another under game today. The Nuggets could try to make this one sloppy. The game that went to 140 in terms of the Thunder scoring that many points, the Nuggets didn't stand a chance. So I don't think they're going to try to outscore the Thunder at home, despite the fact that they have the altitude advantage. But somebody else is going to have to step up, and I think Aaron Gordon's been playing very well this postseason. His shooting numbers have been up and down. That's why I don't really want to touch the points, because that's 16.5, and you can see he's only gone over those numbers in the first game and the third game. But the rebounds, to me, is where the value is, considering the fact that he's averaging 7.5 over the last 10 games. This series, you can see 3 clear games where he flew over the total, and 2 other times. One of the times was a blowout where he got 26 minutes, and the other time 37 minutes, but only 8 rebound opportunities, which was kind of an outlier for this series. So for me, the rebound chances tonight should hover around like the 22, 17, 15 mark, which means that Gordon should be able to snag 7, 8 of those bad boys. So that's what we're going to rock with. And then also the Dodgers on the money line. Not a whole lot I like today in baseball, as we do have a lot of day baseball. So I'm not really giving out too many plays. I think this Rangers-Astros game is going to be pretty good. I do lean the Astros on the money line at plus 105 against DeGrom, but I think that one could be a pitching duel as well. So I think that's one just for us to take a look at. So I'm going to start adding more baseball plays and obviously player props and stuff as we move later on into postseason, and there's only one NBA game on every few days or so. But good thing is WNBA starts on Saturday, so I'm looking forward to getting to that, but we will definitely start dialing up more in baseball. But again, a lot of day games today, and I just don't really want to force anything too much, all right? So real quickly, a quick recap for today, guys. 3 quick plays, not the deepest of cards, but what we're going to do real quickly is Jamal Murray over 2.5 3-pointers, and then we also took the 2 3-pointers to go with 25 points with Jokic, and then Aaron Gordon for 6 rebounds to go with the Dodgers on the money line. That gets you to plus 115, all right? If you want to play around with Shea for 25, I like that. I'm going to go for Shea for over 25. That might be a look that you want to have, but I think there's a few angles that you guys could take today in that Thunder game. But I think it really comes down to who do you think is going to win. I think the game can be close. I think the Nuggets have a good chance of forcing a game 7 in all honesty. But if you think the Thunder are going to win this game pretty easily and cover, then I think you should go player props on that side. So that's really it for me today, my friends. As always, dictate your fate, get to that cheddar, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. All right, later, gang.